This is the Players Box.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Players Box. I'm Desiree Kraftchick alongside Madison Keys, Jess Pagula, and literally by Jenny Brady. Please remember to give our podcast 5 stars and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would very much appreciate it. Okay, so every week we always start with an unforced error, which could be a failure or a tiny mishap that's happened in our personal lives. If one of us doesn't have an unforced error, we're actually going to incorporate a quote-unquote winner of the week. So with that being said, Maddie, would you like to start us off?
So I don't have an unforced error of the week. I haven't done a whole lot, so go me. I would say my winner of the week has been the Florida winter that we've experienced for the last 3 days. I have really enjoyed it. We woke up the other day and it was like 35 degrees. Got to pull out all of my warm clothes. Jenny wanted to die, but I thought it was the greatest time ever. Yeah. Jess?
I would say it's the fact that I am on a boat in the Bahamas. And I'm on vacation this week. And I'm still here. So I'm thriving. Oh, sorry, that's my winner, if you couldn't tell. I said straight winner, not unforced error. So yeah, I'm doing well. Jenny?
Well, I obviously here I am with Desiree.
That's a win.
Yeah, that's a win, but that wasn't going to be my answer. I did have a little unforced error on the plane on the way here. I was going to the lavatory, and I went to open the door because it said unlocked, and it was supposed to be locked because there was just a man, sitting on the toilet when I went to open the door. So I just closed it and turned around and went, well, guess I'll use the other one. So I think that was my unforced error of the week. How about you, Des?
Wait, that just reminds me of the GIF, the sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Anyone?
Toilet? Yeah,
No?
yeah.
I don't know that one.
Okay,
What?
well, we'll have to clip that in. But
she said GIF again.
The GIF.
Yeah,
the
that's
GIF.
all I could think about.
The
All
GIF
right.
master.
The GIF. Anyways, my unforced error this week was that Pluto got his balls cut off and neutered. So he's been struggling. Yeah, and he has a cone on, and in the middle of the night, he was hitting the cone at the door, and I was like, maybe he's just like lost, doesn't know what he's doing. And I wake up to like a farting noise, and I was like, oh no. And of course I'm like, what is that? So I get my phone, put the flashlight on, and it's just like him looking at me like this, like puppy dog eyes, and just diarrhea on the floor. So that is my unforced error. And
Aww.
poor guy. And
Pluto.
yeah, but he's okay now.
He's not doing
Okay, so who won unforced error / winner of the week? How do we
I mean, I
differentiate
think
that?
I think Jess on
wins the
Jess
winner.
is winning.
boat
Jess is
in
winning.
Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little life
Yay.
raft.
With the oars out.
I'm on a raft in the Bahamas.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
I feel like both of your unforced errors were also like double unforced errors, because that's an unforced error for that guy. In the
Yeah.
plane bathroom, when someone walks it on you on a plane, that's so bad. And also poor Pluto. Unforced error for Pluto. He
I know.
pooped
Yeah.
his pants.
No pants. The carpet.
Well, yeah,
I think pants would have been
basically.
better for that.
I should have put a diaper on him.
Yeah.
Aw.
But yeah, the door for the bathroom actually, like, I guess it like he like didn't close it all the way, and then he was like trying to lock it after I like
Barged in.
but like he was locking it when it wasn't even closed, and I was just like, oh no, it's gonna happen again to him with someone else.
Oh no.
Anyhow,
Okay, we've got one of each.
So for those of you who are just listening and not watching this week, Des and Jenny are together this week. We've had a few technical difficulties already with the two of them being physically next to each other. But I think we're going to make it through. But Jess is also apparently lagging, so don't yell at us if we cut Jess off again.
Yeah, Jenny and I are together in LA. Jenny just flew in a couple hours ago, actually, and we are together because we have a friend that's having her bachelorette party weekend in, I think, a couple hours away in Temecula. So we get to hang out together and get litty titty.
Yeah, right. It's literally going to be the complete opposite, and we're both so excited.
It's going to be like pajamas, board games, s'mores. Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Pizza, it's going to be chill.
Yeah.
And wine tasting, which you can drink for me if you want.
No, thanks. I'm good. Yeah.
Well,
there will be no alcohol being consumed this weekend.
yes.
It's not that type of bachelorette.
Yeah. But it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And we're together.
Oh,
not going to kill each other yet.
Yeah. not on camera. We already got a little heated.
She
before.
ate breakfast, so she's okay for now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But anyways, yeah, we're together.
Well, that's exciting. So I wanted to start us off on a new little game that we're going to try called What Would You Do? A tennis edition version. I just said virgin. That was weird. Version. I'm tight now because I'm lagging. I'm like nervous.
Yeah, you're talking really slow.
Am I? Or is it the lag?
I think it's
No,
the
you're
lag.
doing great. But we're definitely the version one was good.
Virgin
I like that.
version. Tennis version of this game. So I'm going to ask a few questions and then everyone can ask, or fuck, I can't tell. Everybody.
Just start over.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, we're going to start a new segment called What Would You Do? It's a tennis edition of this game. We're going to kind of talk about some chaotic hypothetical scenarios, and then you can, if it's actually happened to you, you can elaborate and tell that story. So I'm going to start us off with a few. You accidentally celebrate a point that wasn't yours. How do you pretend you're not embarrassed? Jenny.
I've probably done that before. With a fist pump and come on, and you kind of just like turn it into a okay, come on, like next point, next point, instead of like a come on, I won that point, like come on, next point. So that's how I would turn that around. That's how I would handle that situation. Anybody
Des?
else?
I'm trying to think. I've definitely celebrated not early. I don't know if that counts, and they actually hit the ball, but they end up hitting it out. But I celebrated thinking that it was gonna be my point, and they got to it. But I didn't get the hindrance call, so that was good. Maybe I should have, but that was my early celebration of that. Ended up being mine, but yeah. Maddie?
I don't think I did it, but you know how the third set tiebreakers are 10-point tiebreakers, and sometimes people think that they're 7, and they're like, yes, I won! And then they're like,
Katie?
That happened.
I think Katie Bolter did that.
In
That's
Australian
the one
Open.
that's popping into my head. And did Danielle do it
Danielle
once,
did
too?
one.
Yes,
It happens
yes.
a lot.
Also at
Yeah,
Australian Open.
That actually happens more often, I think. But I don't think I personally have celebrated a point. I think I've gone to serve and I thought that I like hit an ace or something, and you kind of start like walking away and then you have to backpedal, go back
oh.
up to the line.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that.
I feel
Jess?
like I've probably, well, I feel like I've done all of like the things you've mentioned. I would say, like, well, there's also times where you thought the ball was out and it was like in, so you like thought you won the point, and then I think I just look at the umpire like pissed that, like, what do you mean? Like, that was, like, it was my point, it was out, and then I kind of, I don't know, I just try to bluff my way that it was lucky. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I think I just bluffed that whatever happened, and I try to move on and focus on the next point. You're losing to someone you know you're better than. How do you mentally reset?
You don't.
You cave.
Lose your mind?
You lose your mind.
You just fully crash out? I don't know.
You definitely have the thoughts of like, how is this happening?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. You
I
tell
do a lot of
yourself.
that.
yeah.
You tell yourself, I need to touch grass.
What about your opponent calls a physio timeout right before you serve?
Oh, this has definitely happened to me before. Not really on a serve, but it's definitely happened. And I don't know how you can react, but you kind of just, well, okay, it happens. But I think it also depends when it happens, because if you serve, they can't call it medical, right?
It would have to be like, you'd have to be like
Something
bleeding
severe.
or something like catastrophic just happened.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a mind game, and there are so many girls that do it on tour. I have a few that come to mind, but yeah.
Ooh, Des is sassy today?
Ooh, yeah, she is sassy. I already got some of it.
But I've definitely had someone, I've called a medical and someone made a comment and was like, oh my God, they're doing that on purpose. Like, she's not even injured. And I was like, whoa, I never call medicals. Like, and that like pisses me off, but that's another story.
Actually, I think one time, Des, you called a medical before the 10-point tiebreaker, but I was playing against you. And I was like, seriously, Des?
Wait, against me?
To like get your leg retaped. I was like, we're like going into the 10-point tiebreaker. I was like, oh my God. I think it must have been maybe me and Coco playing you and somebody, I want to say.
Demi,
maybe?
Yes, because you had to play 2 matches that day. No, but we were the first match against you.
Yeah. And you went like retape leg before the 10-point, and I was like,
so smart with me.
She was like mind games.
I knew it got her.
Wait, who got the dub?
I was melting
Did you guys
down.
win? Who won?
Is that semis? No,
Quarters, I think, but we played
Quarters.
2 that day.
Yeah, but
I don't
who
remember.
won?
I think we won.
Did the leg tape
10-point.
work?
Did you guys win?
We made finals of Madrid that year. So
Oh,
it
it was
Okay,
the
then
leg
you guys
tape.
won.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I remember it, because we lost.
Come on. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Come on. Okay. What about you shank a ball so bad that you hit a child at the stands? What is your recovery plan? Not sure there is one.
I think you give the
That's great.
2 like double hands, like I'm sorry, like, and hope he or she are okay.
Try and
How
hit a ball in the
tight?
stands to them.
How tight are you, like, neck sitter forehand? You're like, oh, please go in.
Yeah. Hopefully they're sitting like right behind the court and not like up in the nosebleeds, because that shank would be pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Well, not for them if they get hit.
Have you guys ever shanked a ball?
For your own self.
Have you ever shanked a ball where like it hits? You're going for a return and it shanks the top and it hits the outside.
Yes.
Like I feel
That
like
goes hard. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
that's
it,
a line drive.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Oh, I will say I've shanked one and accidentally hit. We were playing at Wimbledon and we were playing doubles, and it was post rain, so the grass was a little bit slick, and it went off the line, and I shanked it, and I nailed the ball kid that was standing at the
Oh my
net, and I was like, I went to my partner, I was like, I don't think I can hit another ball this game. Like, you have to do everything.
I don't know if this was a shank. It was just a very late backhand, and I like was this close to hitting Kat Sinyakova in Guadalajara. It was a very late shot, so I don't know if that counts as a shank.
well, you didn't hit a child.
Yeah, well, I almost hit a player too to knock her out.
Oh, like you were.
players.
Oh, you were playing with her. You meant.
No, she was sitting on the bench, and I was returning on the due side.
Oh, you were. Oh, yeah, that would have been bad.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, I've done that.
yeah, but
Like, took out Robin's mom on Tuesday.
Oh.
She was sitting on the bench watching practice, and Robin was serving. She had to serve out, and I caught the forehand late, and literally it missed her by this much, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she was looking the other way. And
I guess that's a better.
yeah, it hit Robin's bag, and I was like,
Oh, wow.
literally, it was
That lefty spin.
I don't know. I think I was just like, dude, like bird watching or something. Who knows? Honestly.
I think if I hit a kid in the stands, I would try to find them and like give them a ball afterwards or sign something for them.
Yeah.
If it's like an easy enough.
They probably already have the ball that hit them.
Yeah.
So.
Tattooed on them?
Hopefully it didn't hit him hard enough where it like bounced off or something.
You're like, hey, you want me to sign that ball that just took you out?
It bounced back into the court.
Into the court. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. But yeah, anyways, even though we are professionals, this stuff still happens quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a 6-hour rain delay and you're second on. What is your delay protocol? Rain delay routine?
Definitely a nap. 100%.
I don't nap, so probably eat. Like go get food. Round 2, maybe 3.
Steak?
No, not before a match. Chicken and rice. Yeah, probably eat and just like chill. Just go socialize. Find someone. Maybe linger. Linger and find someone to pester. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely nap. Anyone else?
I think if I'm second on and it's like a solid 6 hours, depending on how close the hotel is, maybe I go back to my room.
Oh.
Yeah. That's true.
Because 6 hours, like, what are the chances that we're getting on that night?
I guess in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you're second on.
So you got to wait till it's going to be like 90
So you
minutes
have
till like
6 hours and then a match.
Oh, I read it as if like
the first match is on.
and then you have a 6 hour like rain delay. Yeah. Like you're first on.
Like you'd have to wait at the
6
court.
hours.
Well, if you were first on, then you wouldn't be second on.
Now I'm thinking about this. I wouldn't go back to the hotel because what if something happens?
What
You
if?
have 6 hours and there's a
but
match
like
before
you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah,
Maddie,
6 hours is a lot.
Like, do you know the anxiety in the brain? The little thoughts start to. What if the car breaks down? What if there's traffic?
What if
like,
you can
really bad.
walk? What if you can walk
Take
from
an
your
Uber.
hotel
If
to
you
the
can
site?
walk, if this is Hong Kong, yeah, I'll go back to my
Or like
hotel room.
Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Or Wimbledon, or where
Okay,
else
well,
can
not
you walk?
everyone
Or-
stays in the nice
or-
houses at Wimbledon.
Yeah,
Or
not
Dubai.
everyone stays in
Oh, Dubai, Jumeirah. Yeah.
yeah. Jumeirah. Definitely butchered that. But
Jumeirah? Jumeirah?
I feel like we're overthinking this question now.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go
Okay,
with the last question. Wait, actually, because this is a good one.
moving on to the last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it ever awkward when those kids hold umbrellas for you?
Yeah. I
Yes.
think it is. It's very
Especially
awkward,
if
and
it
I feel
starts
so
raining.
bad. Yeah, I feel so bad. I'm like, why are you holding the umbrella for me? Or like, sometimes I just say like, no, I'm good. Like, it's fine. Like, if they're like holding it for shade, I'm like, no. Like, you're good. Like, you don't need to do that.
Some of them are so cute though too, and like some of them are so small, and like they're trying to hold this big umbrella, and they're like, oh, this is heavy, like, you know, and you're kind of like trying to help them like where the sun is, and they're trying to move it. You're trying to move it for them, and some of them like say like thank you, and or you say thank you, and they're like, oh, like they get excited when you talk to them, but.
I've definitely on like if it's raining been like, no, I'll hold it. Come sit down. Like so that we're both under the umbrella.
Yeah. And not just getting poured on.
Gotta do it for the kids. What if it's the same kid you hit with the ball earlier?
Then you hold the umbrella for him. For them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're like, how about you play? I'll be the ball kid today. Like, we'll just switch
We'll
spots
swap.
at this point.
All right, it's November, end of the year. There's coaching changes or whatnot. This is the time of year where a lot of players kind of switch teams, whether that be doubles, singles, coaching staff. What is the process of like firing and hiring coaches? I feel like it's a little different.
Hiring and firing coaches? Well, one, the doubles change-ups have been wild already. So that's been pretty entertaining just as far as teams changing. Singles hiring and firing coaches, just the process. I mean, firing, you just don't want to work with them anymore. And you're like, sorry, I don't think this is working out. I know a lot of players do like trials as well. Like they just try coaches for like a couple months to see how it goes. And then obviously you just like continue on or, just say it isn't working out. I think a lot of stuff is done through agents as well. I think they take on a lot of, for most singles players, like the brunt work of kind of communicating with the coaches as far as more like contract stuff or numbers or like what deal they want, what deal they don't want. Like I think all of like the really small details. For me, I've always just kind of trialed coaches and just decided on if I like it or not. And then usually I do stuff to like the end of the year. I guess it depends on what you want to do. But in my case, it's mostly been towards if I like them, I keep it going till, the end of the year, and then off season, you kind of reconvene on what you want to do. But there's not a lot of options. So I think people honestly start thinking about either hiring or firing, honestly, like kind of post US Open, because you don't want to get stuck not having someone at the beginning of the year. Because we only have a few months. And then if you want to trial someone in those few months, let's say you don't like them, after a couple weeks, you have to try another person and there's just not many options and you just don't have a lot of time to like vet out who you want or what you want. And the next thing you know, we're in Australia and, if you don't like them, you're stuck with somebody in a foreign country really far away for, a month. And then that can get kind of frustrating, I would feel like. So, but it's really, I don't know, for me, it's always been pretty straightforward. I haven't had a ton of coaches. Like I don't turn over a lot of coaches. I think I really like to find someone that I like and I stick with them for a very long time usually. Maddie?
I've probably changed coaches the most of the four of us.
Maddie's had a lot of turnover.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes it's been mutual, like people don't want to travel as much and I don't really like the idea of having lots of people around. So I think sometimes it's been hard to find a coach that wants to do more than like 10 weeks, which seems like a lot of weeks for people who are traveling. But in the tennis world, like that's not really covering anything, especially when you start trying to think about training weeks. And when I was younger, I would go to where the coach was and train there, but then it was really hard for me because I was never home. So as I've gotten older, I've kind of made it, I would like to be home a little bit more. So if I do have to travel for a coach, it's just a handful of weeks and that kind of limits your options even more. So yeah, sometimes it's been a mutual, like they want to start a family or they want to be home with their kids more. Other times it's been because I've had a few cuckoo coaches. And there's been some incidents where it's like, I don't think we're coming back from this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard because it's also everything is pretty public. Like you don't have a lot of time to trial people privately without it being put on social media where it's like, oh, these people are working together, and it might be during a trial period, and at the end of the trial period you're like, no, like we're not the right fit and whatever, and then it's like this big thing where it's like, oh my god, you fired another coach or something, and it's like, well, no, we had a trial, we agreed that it wasn't working and we moved on. But I don't know. In my
That's
defense,
true.
I've also, I think, been on tour the longest of everyone. So
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to give myself that.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the coaching, going off what you're saying, are you with a coach, like your current coach, and are you like, do players say, this isn't working, like I'm gonna go try and find a backup before I fire my current coach? Because you don't want to be left with no coach, or like, how does that work, or how does the word of mouth get around of, hey, we're done, and then do coaches poach you guys, or how does that, or do you kind of like have a couple coaches in mind that you would like to work with?
I've actually heard stories where other like coaches are like poaching other players instead of players poaching other coaches first. Like someone will be coaching a player, let's say at US Open, and they're talking with another player that they're not currently coaching. And then it's like after the player that they're currently coaching is done at US Open, they're like, hey, sorry, this isn't working out. And then literally the next week they're in Asia at a tournament with a different player, and it comes out that, oh, they were actually already talking to them about working together like during US Open. And I think that's like really shady. And honestly, like if I were that player like that, like is working with that person, that coach that did that, I'd be like, whoa, hold up, like that's so wrong. Like I wouldn't even want to, like I don't give a crap who you are. Like I wouldn't want you to coach me. Like,
Well, I think it happens both ways. Like, there's definitely players that I think will start looking for replacements before they've finished their partnership with their coach. Yeah. But then there is also, like, I've had coaches be like, oh, I'm interested. Are you looking for someone? And you're like, are you actively with someone else?
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes in your team, you kind of have a feeling, or like maybe you've said a lot of stuff that maybe implies that you're not going to want to like continue it after whatever. We'll just keep using US Open as a benchmark, or after Asia. I do think sometimes that's when like agents will kind of feel out like what is around or what is available, knowing that their player is probably not going to have a coach within a month or so. But yeah, I agree. Like I do feel like a lot of, maybe not a lot, but there's definitely a handful of coaches where you hear them like poaching players, and that's like tough. It's not a good, it's not a good feeling, especially for the player. And maybe they've talked about it. Like, I don't know what happens in those conversations, but a lot of times they haven't talked about it, because then the player will be like telling you like what the heck happened.
I definitely haven't had many coaches, but I've definitely had one coach that I think the shortest was 2 weeks. I was playing with another player, and she had brought a coach with her, and I was like, yeah, sure, like that, like let's try it out. He lasted 2 weeks because of a trust thing, and that was because this was like a no-no, but he was like, here's my expenses, whatever. This is at Indian Wells one year, and I was like, okay. I was like, that seems like a lot. That's weird. So I went to the hotel and I got the receipt printed, and I was like, And there were 13 drinks, alcoholic drinks, that were charged to my room, and this was added to the expense. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have so much fun with this. So I went highlighting every single one of them, and I went to him and I was like, how much did you say, like, I owe you for the expenses? And he's like, oh, it's this much. And I was like, that's funny. So I was like, here's the receipt. So you're telling me I'm paying for your drinks? I lost it, but I was so happy. But that was like a scenario of like, okay, you're playing with this partner, and they bring in another coach, and you're like, how do you manage that? And I was like, I can't work with this person. I don't trust him. This is a big trust thing. And I usually don't look at my coach's like expenses, because I trust my coach that I have now. So but that was a big one for me, and we ended up not working with him after, which was great. But yeah, you definitely, when you see them after, it's kind of like you say hi, but it's just kind of awkward, you know? Like, I don't know if anyone else has had that situation before of like you see an old coach or, you know, maybe not to that extent, but I definitely say hi to like coaches that I've worked with in the past. There's no bad blood unless it's, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Unless they,
there
like,
is
Or
really
friends or
blood.
friends are like
Unless they really do something like really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always like very, you know, like I don't really like to like burn bridges because you never know. But
Maddie's like setting the bridge on fire.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
is like I don't even make eye contact.
I'm not even gonna say hi to that coach that
I
coached
mean,
you.
I like
Yeah,
don't
like,
talk
Maddie
to
won't say
people
hi.
that yeah, like I don't talk to coaches that coached you all because you're like this one time they did this and I'm like dead. They're
Boundaries.
dead.
No,
We
I
don't
don't
talk
have
to them
anything
anymore.
like what Des had. Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild. There have been a few players that have gone through a lot of coaches this year or in past years. But are there any players that have paired up that like surprised you guys? Or I mean, I'm trying to think. They were
I mean,
short-lived, I think.
they're upcoming.
Andy and Novak was interesting.
Because Andy just finished.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I also
forgot
think
about that.
it's more so like I don't think we've ever really seen
Them.
Yeah.
like
crazy,
rivals
Yeah.
in the same era work together.
Yeah. And
Probably
I feel like
hasn't.
Andy's like never coached
Yeah.
anyone.
Well, yeah, because he was playing
Yeah.
up until
Like,
the week
a month
before he
before.
started coaching.
I know, so I was like, is he actually like coaching or like is this like it's not really like a coach thing. I don't know.
Do you think like he was kind of like, oh, I can't say no. Like this is like
Yeah.
something new and I respect him and Novak and why not take on the challenge? But you would think that after retirement he wouldn't want to travel as much, but it was a short time.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think also it would be interesting to get more of like an
Yeah.
inside look on
Yeah, absolutely.
how Novak is Novak?
Yeah.
And like how he behind the scenes of what he does ins and out, like
Yeah.
Well, I think also like the fact that they were rivals, like
Yeah.
you could see like what makes him tick and like what were things that helped him beat you as many times as he did. Like I think that would be an interesting
yeah.
like insider that obviously I don't think is really going to happen very often.
I think he was so interested. He was just like, this is so strange. Like, I'm so curious, like why you want me to coach you, but also I'm so interested in knowing how your brain works and like how you're thinking out there. And I mean, I definitely saw them. Like I remember maybe, I don't know, I guess Australia was the first event and Novak was like on the bike and he's just there like talking about like his court positioning and what he should do. And I'm thinking they're going like, what could they possibly be talking about? Like Novak does everything well. Like, what do you mean? You're like, I was like, what are they talking about? Like,
Yeah.
like they're so good. How, like, is this really making a difference? But it was interesting to see them like interacting like that.
I'd want to see literally like everything he does. I'd be like, so are we rooming together? Like, like literally everything. Like, who knows what he's doing behind the scenes, guys? Like this
He's
guy
made
is
$200 million in prize money
well,
and you're
obviously
thinking they're going
I'm
to room together.
joking. Oh my god, I'm joking. But like, I mean, like if you're Andy, you probably want to know literally like like recovery wise, like what he does for his body, like how
His
he's able to
hyperbaric
be able,
chambers.
like to do what he does, like and how long he's been doing it.
it is cool to see like the coaches who have played like when we were growing up watching them and now they're coaching. It's kind of fun to see that. Like it's nice to see Murat Safin.
Yeah, I'll second that. I mean, that's the only one that
I mean,
comes
the
to
guy
my mind.
has freaking abs of steel. He was working out in Beijing, and I was like, "Who? What?" And then he lifted up his shirt, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like this guy is just working out a lot and smoking cigarettes. But you know what? Whatever
We
works.
saw him. Yeah, we saw him in New York.
And then
No,
his
literally.
sister was also coaching, Daenerys Safina. She was coaching for a hot second.
Oh yeah, legends.
Someone
The two of them.
Someone asked me one time like who I would want to play mixed doubles with, and growing up I had a massive crush on Murat. I
you
mean,
didn't.
obviously I think all of us
Yeah.
did. But I was like, oh, Marat Safin. And then I saw his sister at an event. She was like, do you want me to tell Marat? And I was like, no, don't. It's embarrassing.
Wait, she's so savage.
so
I hope she did.
It was so funny. And then I'm convinced she told him or something, because when I saw him in Madrid, he like kept teasing me, and I was like, no, stop, please.
He's been like a funny like person that's come back on tour that's been so entertaining, because he truly like just doesn't care, but he's so funny, and he's like very engaging with everybody, and like he doesn't just like stand there and like not talk to people. Like he's really funny personality. Like I've had conversations with him and I'm just like, what? Like I'm just sitting here like talking with Marat Safin. Like it's just a weird, like when you watch him when you're younger, and then like all of a sudden he's just there and he's like joking around and being really outgoing, and it's like just an interesting, weird, I don't know, thing to me.
Yeah, I love the addition.
Yeah.
I hope he never gets fired.
Do you want to room with him?
Andre? Yeah, I'd room with him. Maybe I'll tell Andre, hey, do you want to save some expenses? You can put Marat in my room.
Big fans, Marat. Big fans.
I don't know if he'd love that, but yeah. We can get 2 beds.
Yeah.
Or 1.
Oh my god. Anyways, we're moving on.
Okay. Moving on to some fan questions. Okay, first question from Hunks All Around.
Whoa. Marat, is that you?
From Marat's Haven. No. First question from Hunks All Around. What are your guys' thoughts on dampeners? Do you use them, and do they make a difference? Jessica?
I do not. I do think they make a big difference, but I, for some reason, always like the way it sounds when I don't use them.
I have pretty much always used one because I hated the pinging sound when I didn't have one in. And then sometimes I take them out. I will say I went through a phase where I was using this one string and I was kind of like mentally going through it. So I was also searching for like outside things to be the problem instead of me being the problem. And so I like took my dampener out and I was like, I can't find my depth with my dampener. Like I can't feel it. And I took it out and then I was like, see, like now all of a sudden I'm hitting the ball like exactly where I want it to be and like 2 inches from the baseline or whatever. So yeah, I do think they make a difference. I don't think they make as big of a difference as I make them out to be sometimes, but yes, I've always used one pretty much. Jenny?
I used one when I was younger, but as I got older, I saw like Safin wasn't using one. So I decided one day in practice, you know what? I'm going to take this little rubber thing out and see how I hit. And since then, I haven't gone back. I do enjoy like the little ping. I feel like you can feel the ball more when it hits your strings. I just feel like when you use a dampener, it feels like dead and like
it's dampened.
Yeah, like I don't like the dampen. Wow, I never thought about that. Okay, Des.
I use a dampener. It definitely makes a difference. I don't like the pinging. Like I'm like, oh my god, the dampener's out. But I think there are some dampeners. There's a specific dampener that I use with Babla, and it's like the flag, and it's like the only one I'll use. Or like there's a Wimbledon like strawberry one. But there are some that are so heavy that I think make such a difference. Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, this is not it. And so but I think it definitely makes it more dead if the heavier ones. So. But yeah, I can't play with I've actually never tried without a dampener, so that could be an experiment.
Yeah, this off season you should definitely try it. Yeah,
I have put a dampener in before, and again, it was probably like a me thing and trying to make it other issues. But I was like, no, my racket is so heavy now. Like I can feel
it
the
does
weight.
feel like it's so much heavier. Good. I'm glad it's not just me.
Yeah. Okay, next question from Faye Holmer. Hi, tennis queens. I am playing USTA Singles Flex League, and I can't win a single match. Any tips for someone who used to only play doubles and now is playing singles? Help!
Don't hit in the alleys.
Find big targets. Yeah, like just start aiming for the middle of the court, because in doubles, actually, you like try to play angles and actually try this time to like hit through the middle. Because in doubles, you don't want to hit through the middle. Otherwise, Des will be all over that ball.
Yeah, watch
poaching
out.
down your throat. So next time you play singles, just try to aim for the middle of the court, big targets, and then kind of work yourself back into it.
And if you're also like, I mean, depends in doubles. If you were serving and volleying, you could incorporate that too, you know, a little saber, I guess you would call it in a way. But yeah, might as well incorporate some of your doubles stuff and try and come to the net if you can, if that is your strength of hitting volleys and being up there. So good luck in your match.
Yeah, good luck.
Hopefully that helps.
Good luck, Faye. You
Go,
got this,
girl.
You got this, queen. Next question, and for those of you listening and not watching, we have lost Jessica, and we are just moving on without her. And if she joins, she joins. If she doesn't, it's been
A blast.
Yeah. Okay. So next question from Chloe.sue.tennis. Since turning professional, have you ever served without bouncing the ball?
No.
No.
I've tested it on some crappy grass courts, and
You've tested not
not bouncing. Yeah, because I've went to bounce the ball and literally it wouldn't bounce. It literally wouldn't bounce, or I'd be like chasing after it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try not bouncing it. But no, it's so weird to serve without not bouncing the ball.
I was always taught to bounce the ball. Like, it's part of your routine. Like, I used to bounce it twice, and then I was told, no, you need to bounce more. And I was like, okay. So now I bounce like 8 times. But I've never really tried that. There are a few players that don't bounce the ball.
Yeah, there are. Next question from, sorry in advance, from Lucasic_Julia.A. Do you prefer online shopping or going to a store when it comes to buying clothes? Okay, this is like a multi-part question.
Should we start with that?
Should we start with that and then say the next parts, or just lay it all out?
Let's start with the first part.
Okay, first part 1. I prefer to go to the store, but I hate going to the store. So, for the person that actually came at me in the comments and said that I always wear the gray or blue Babolat hoodie, yeah, because I hate shopping. And I like to be comfortable at home when I'm filming the podcast or in other people's homes.
Real comfortable.
Yeah, real comfortable. Within 20 minutes of walking in the door, already made myself eggs. Yeah, so I prefer to go to the store. I've online shopped once. I bought 1 pair of jeans.
Ever?
Wait,
That's your
what?
one-time online shopping.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
Amazon?
just recently
Do you
from
Amazon?
Zara.
She's
Yeah,
like,
but I don't buy clothes on Amazon.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Wow.
You've online shopped one time in your life?
You should get an award for that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
what?
Wow.
I
Yeah,
get
like even after, like you remember when I had my knee surgery last year and I went to the mall with the UCLA girls?
Oh, that's
Like,
true, I guess.
and they pushed me in. I bought a wheelchair on Amazon so they could push me around in it so I could go to Abercrombie and buy clothes
Oh my god.
and try on my clothes.
Is that the ones you bought for Charleston?
Yeah.
Oh my
So I could go and try them on and buy them in person, not online, which I never even thought about doing. Honestly,
Wow.
never even crossed my mind.
But
Oh, Jenny,
honestly,
you should just
You're
buy the clothes online.
You're so particular. This all goes back
Yeah,
to you.
very
You're
particular,
so particular about everything.
Yeah.
It works then. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
get major shoppies, and I love an online shop. love it. You just Apple Pay away. Da-ding, 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 da-ding.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I definitely love online shopping. I love it. It's also nice because then you get to try it with the clothes that are at your house. If there's some specific item, that to me I think is great. Like I'll just order like 4 pairs of jeans, different ones, and then if I need to, just go to UPS and return it.
Well,
or the store next to
I also feel like a lot of clothes don't fit me correctly, so I have to buy multiple sizes of the same thing. And a lot of times you can't find that in store. Or I have to get like the tall sizes, which they never have in store and all of that. So I have to get a lot of my stuff online. And I like being able to order a lot of stuff and then send it back if it doesn't fit.
Yeah, actually, for those of you listening, if you do need tall sizes, Abercrombie does have tall sizes online, and the woman told me that when I was checking out one day, but I never ordered online. So, Jess, irrelevant, but also like
relevant.
You're welcome in advance, like
To all the tall girlies.
yeah, to all the tall girlies. We feel you. I got legs for days.
I love online shopping. I will also never shop in person and order, you know, when they say, oh, we don't have your size, but we'll order it online and ship it to you. I never do that.
I'll go home and order it myself.
Yeah, I don't like the stress of like me giving you my address and my shipping and like whatever. I've never done that ever in my life. I would either just online shop or I'm going to buy it in the store. It will never be a hybrid situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about like going shopping is because for those of you that know me, I get so hot in those fitting rooms. Like those lights are bright, okay? And it is just hot in there, you know? It's just, you got a little airflow. And you're trying on jeans or like
you get a bad mirror and it just ruins
oh
the
God.
day.
Or like the mirrors that go around you. Like,
and I'm like, wait.
Or bad lighting. Bad lighting in the fitting room, and you're like, am I the ugliest person that's ever tried clothes on?
Yeah. Am I the ugliest person that's ever walked in this store? Like, I'm about to ask the girl next to me, hey, is your lighting better over there? Like,
but it's also like, sometimes I'm like, have I gained 35 pounds since walking into the store? Like, why does nothing
wide, short mirror?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Then that's also why I hate shopping.
Add to the list.
Yeah.
Actually, another part of this question was, is there any part of clothing that makes shopping a nightmare for you? Yeah,
jeans.
The trying on.
Yeah, jeans.
The trying on. Well, you guys, because you, yeah. but
that donk
bussin'. But yeah, I would have to say like the trying on part, and like if you didn't originally plan on trying on clothes that day, and like you're wearing something that's like not easily like to take
accessible.
Off, put on, put off, or like yeah, like if you just like weren't prepared to like try on clothes and you're trying on clothes, it's like yeah, that makes it a nightmare.
I've always found go ahead, Jess. You go.
Okay.
Well, we still have you.
I also have a hard time shopping. Sometimes the people in stores, hi Pluto, sometimes you get a person that you click with and they just like, they get you your sizes. It's easy. Sometimes you're not like feeling it and the person's like following you around and it stresses me out. I'm like, can you just like leave me alone? So it like also depends on the people in the store. Like if someone is just, I don't know, rude or just like super clingy to you, I will just leave the store because I'm like, I can't do that. And I feel like I have to go through this in my head every time I go into a store, and then it gets really tiring. So for some reason, for me, like the social interacting with the store people.
Yeah, I don't like the process of trying on clothes, especially jeans, because they never fit right. It's like it's very hard to find something that fits over my butt but then isn't like falling off of my waist. So the amount of times I've gone in and I like go to pull pants up and they literally get stuck like mid thigh, and I'm like, awesome.
Goals.
Or like you said, you'll have someone who's following you around and they're like, oh my God, you're so skinny. Here's a size 4. And I'm like, I haven't been a size 4 since I was 10. Like, what are we
That's
talking
so
about?
nice of you, but no.
That won't fit me. Thank you so much.
I don't fit my arm.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll fit my arm.
Does anyone have, top 3 favorite brands to shop at? Jess, go.
Free People.
This was
Free
the third
People.
part of the question.
Free People. I literally, my entire closet is like Free People. I have some random Reformation. I have some random Abercrombie. But like my entire closet is like Free People and Adidas clothes. It's wild. Maddie?
Favorite daughter, because their clothes are really long. They have like long arms and long legs, so I love them.
Ooh, I need to look at that.
And Abercrombie. I do like Abercrombie. It's kind of my go-to. And what's my third one? Honestly, that's like most of my closet.
Des?
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard the brand. It's called Kukai. It's an Australian brand. Love that. Abercrombie, Aritzia a little bit, maybe just some tops there, but yeah, those are my 3 I really shop at. Jenny?
Well, since I'm such a shopaholic, I don't know. I would say probably Abercrombie,
Babolat?
Trader Joe's.
I mean, if we're talking that, yes, add it.
Whole Foods. And, if I'm in LA, Erewhon.
Ooh, should we go there after?
So, probably just.
So food places for Jenny.
Yeah, I could spend all day at the grocery store or eating whatever. So, yeah, to each their own. Okay, well, thanks everyone for your fan questions this week. Just please make sure to leave us a rating and review. It helps people find out about the podcast. And don't forget to watch us on the Players Box YouTube page to see Jess come in and out. And if you want to ask us a question, please DM us on Instagram at theplayersboxpod. And if you would also like to leave a question, you can email us at theplayersboxpod@gmail.com. Thanks, and hope to see you guys next week.